just like this. Me holding this page, and then me pulling away and ripping, okay? Good luck, everybody. It's that time. Also, new Primo Breakers, thanks for hopping in. Thanks for taking a shot with Primo. Let's see if we can get you something nasty. Or at least somebody something nasty, or a couple somebody's something nasty. Good luck. All right, so the proper etiquette says let's open these select. Let's not do that. Resurgence wanted to do bad things right there. You go back up here, Resurgence. We're not having no games with you right now. Drop that down just a little bit. That break that is pinned at the bottom, you guys, is for tonight. It's the same one we did, I think, 2 days ago with Spectra and Topps Chrome Cosmic. It was an excellent break. All right, here we go. Empty box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I had the blasters. It was Resurgence that wanted to play games. It's all top heavy and such. Empty box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I hope most of you are here. I know Mayberry is. I see Tats here. Dave's here. Gabby's here. Yep, I think most of you are here. Perfect. Good luck, everybody. Cam Jordan, Josh Jacobs, TJ Watt, and Christian Watson starting out with a base pack select. Okay. Hey, look, it only took 2 packs for Bo Nix to show up. It's uncanny, you guys. Penne for the Lions. Behind that is Cooper Kupp on the turbocharge for the Rams and CJ Mosley for the Jets. Bo showed up already, just like that. Instant Bo. 2 packs. He just couldn't wait to get out into this break. You know that? Anybody in that shop, that break is for tonight. Just so you know, that is for tonight. It's the same one we did the other day, and it's pretty darn... Spectra, Topps Chrome Cosmic, and a little bit of retail. David Montgomery, Rome Odunze, Dak Prescott on the numbers, and Taylor Rapp. What's up, TK? Good morning. And a Tyrone Tracy for the G-Men, Chris Jones. For the Bills, Kyer Elam and Keon Coleman. A Bills pack. And your running back, Doc, your boy. Your boy. I imagine you have some pretty decent Tyrone Tracys too, don't you? C.J. Stroud, Tua Tagovailoa. That's Jaden on the Select Certified, and Kayvon Thibodeau for the G-Men. Hi, Jaden. Good morning. Welcome to the party. Fred Taylor. Xavier Rhodes on the die cut for the Vikings. Okay. Jair Alexander, that's going to be numbered for the pack. Out of $4.99 and a Breece Hall. Okay. This guy's a pretty good player for them, and so is he. Defensive players don't get that love. Pack's all janked up. Jahan Dotson, Will Reichert. For the Chiefs, Xavier Worthy on the Select Certified, and an Eric Dickerson for the Rams. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too thrilled about my division either. It's like as soon as the Lions had any gleam or hope of being a good team, everybody else in the division was like, nah, we ain't let, Kyle Hamilton, Lamb Jack, Malik Neighbors on the future, and Joe Namath. As soon as we even appeared to be doing something right, all the other teams hit the panic button. They're like, no, we can't let this happen. Harrison Smith, Seti Tillman, not the Viking we want. Andrew Van Ginkel and Jacob May made an appearance. Well, that's 3 of them. Jacob, Jaden, and Bo. There's still things to be seen. Obviously, on paper, everybody looks like they got a little bit better than they were last year. So, Justin Fields, Brock Bowers for the Raiders we take. Michael Penix on the turbocharged we take. And Arome Odunze for the Bears on the premier level. That ain't bad. You go Bears. A little bit of love. Penix. And Brock. Look at all those good rookies that are coming out of 2 blasters. I like that. I should dome them blasters, man. Rashad White. Roger Staubach for the Cowboys on the die cut. Okay. AJ Barner for the Seahawks. That's going to be numbered. And Joe Burrow. AJ is out of 4.99. We'll take that die. And old Roger Staubach going to Hunter on the die cut. And when you see one Cowboy, you know there's going to be another. It's just the rules. I didn't make them. Select did much better this year, Doc. Much, much better. Should be getting megas soon. Hufanga, Bucky Irving for the Bucks, AJ Cole, and DJ Moore. Those weren't without a zebra, those weren't very bad blasters at all. It's a good little start there. All right, let's do Prism. Then we'll do Optic. If anybody's in the shop, that break is for tonight, just so you know, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, or maybe a little bit earlier than that. I might get on a little bit earlier than that, but that's what that break is for tonight. And it's a mighty one, empty box. I won't skirt. I put a deed up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That feels like a mem. I'll put you down at the bottom. Zebra would have put it over the top, Doc. Looky here. Matt Lefleur, Jonathan Ogden, Jimmy Johnson for the Cowboys. Silver Randy Moss for the Vikings. We'll take that. Braylon Trice for the Falcons. Jonathan Brooks and Apuka on the hype. Catch a beat running like Randy Moss. Kristen, we'll take that. We'll take a little silver Randy Moss to start the morning. Joe Mixon and Calvin Ridley, Ed Reed, Jalen Johnson. We'll take that as well. Joe Milton going to Skittles. Mitchell and Marshawn Lloyd for the Pack. No, we want the other guy, but we take those two. He's actually been selling very, very well. Because he's on a new team now. Cooper Kupp, Eric Allen, Jim Hart, Jimmy Johnson on the silver for the Cowboys. Look at that. For the Niners, Fred Warner. That's kind of nice. Keelan Robinson and Chop Robinson for the Dolphins. Well, you didn't really have a choice. You know what I mean? Skittles. Now, I've got a lot of Dallas fans in here that they're ready for him to play already. They're like, he's already started. We're going to go ahead and put him in now. And they may have a little bit of a plan of that, to be honest. And we'll go ahead and take care of this little silver Jimmy here. Randy Moss, Devontae Adams and Art Monk, Jerry Jeudy, Dalton Kincaid for the Bills, Jace McClellan, and Xavier Worthy for the Chiefs. He does. He looked good. And what's going to be even worse is when the preseason starts and he gets playing time and he looks good. Because Dallas, believe it or if you don't know it or not, Dallas actually upgraded their offense in the offseason. They've got some players they didn't have last year that were kind of mainstays on other people's teams that, played those guys a decent amount, and now Dallas has them. So it'll be interesting. Matthew Stafford, Deebo Samuel, Dexter Jackson, and Adam Thielen. Vince Ferragamo for the Rams, Brock Bowers, and Lufa for the Colts. Kid Reporter. I think this last pack has a mem in it. I'm fairly certain. Good morning, Penda. Well, Doc, I'm just telling you, they did. Juju, Bo Jackson, Breece Hall, Marshawn Lloyd on the silver for the Pack, Adonai Mitchell for the Colts, Flournoy for the Cowboys, and Javon Bullard for the Pack, and the Kid Reporter. Pack showed up a little bit. He's one of their better players, actually. And this guy was hurt last year, so there's still time to be. We'll find out more about this gent as time goes. Okay. Well, we're just about through the retail. We're making our way right to the hobbies. Optic, can you show us a treat? Can we get a treat on a Thursday morn? Again, anybody in that shop right now, that's for tonight. Just so you know, that is for tonight. Spectra, Topps Chrome Cosmic, one of these, and 2 of the Select Blasters. Because you really can't put too much in there when Spectra's involved. It's a mighty box, empty box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I mean, I guess you could put more in there, but it's just going to make it. It's just going to make it too wild. It's just going to make it too wild. We got our mem right off the bat. Dexter Lawrence, Jonathan Taylor, Jamar Chase. Joe Milton, one more again for the Pats. How about that? Ray Davis for the Bills on the silver going to Cam, Max Melton, and Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy showing up a little bit here. The last team deed. The last team deed. Ray, and Joseph. And if anybody got in here late or anything, I will do a recap at the end of everything that I've got on the backup here. I'll also try to take care of everything as I do the break because it makes it much easier for me to sort it and get it out for you guys. Less touching of the cards. Devin Singletary, Chris Olave, Rashi Rice, Trayvon Diggs. For the Dolphins, Jalen Wright, Jonathan Brooks for the Panthers, and Jordan Addison. Can you give us a treat, Optic? Just one little treat. Will do. Devontae Smith, Breece Hall, Drake London, Aiden Hutchinson, Bo Nix one more again on the passing grade, Vidal, and Braswell. I feel like this mega's chilling on something. First of all, the patch was right on top. What's that? What is that? You be difficult penny sleeve cards. Yeah. You go to your home. Skittles, I've pulled a lot of downtowns this year, but I have not pulled him. He evades me. Juju, TJ Hawkinson, Lamb Jack. I've pulled plenty of his RPAs and case hits, though. Play action, Jordan Love for the Pack. Okay. Bucky for the Bucks. And Lufa one more again for them Cowboys. I haven't either, Skittles, and I got to be honest, I I've probably gone after the Commanders as much as anybody that exists. And that particular card has not showed up. Not for me. Not for me. Not for you. Or have you never hit a downtown in general at all? Jalen Ramsey, Raheem Mostert, Miles Sanders, Zeke Elliott. It's a Commander, but the wrong one. Ben Sinnott, Laub, and Rook. Skittles, I went a long time with that myself. I think, I don't remember the first one I hit in a break. I remember the first one that I pulled for myself out of a box was Baker Mayfield in 2021 Optic. Cooper Kupp, Derwin James Jr., Tyler Algier, Von Miller, Chris Jenkins, Javon Baker, and Jalen Waddle. So no special surprise in the Optic. But we have to have it in there. We got to try. We have to try. The dream must be kept alive. But now it's hobby time. We're going to do Phoenix, and then we'll do Resurgence. Get on out of here. Empty box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I never know which ones are the fillers or not, so we're just going to go after it, okay? We're going to get after it and hope we got us a good little Phoenix box for this morning. Puka, Jahmyr Gibbs. Got an auto right off the bat. 246 for the G-Men. Tyler Nubin out of 49. Going to Doc. There you go, Doc. I don't know if you have a whole lot of him, but that's pretty low number. 36 out of 49. Trey Tucker for the Raiders. That is out of 299. And, of course, there's a tip chilling in the back. Sent it to PSA. Got a 9. I haven't sent anything into them for a while. I used to send in submissions pretty regularly, and then the last couple of ones I sent in, there were some weird grades that came back. So I haven't really done that in a while. Zay Flowers, Tyreek Hill, Justin Simmons. I'll take a 9. I'm not mad at a 9. I'm really not necessarily mad at an 8, but when you get into them 4s and 5s on a card that came out of a box and went straight to a top loader and then straight to you, yeah, I ain't buying it. Dallas Turner and Jeremiah Trotter Jr. You guys are grading them like they're 1961. You know what I mean? Like, what? What are you talking about? How are you putting a 4 on that? I'm pretty sure my dog didn't chew on it. Yeah, boy, it's just a little early. I got on, see if we do a little morning rip, and we are. Sam Laporta, Will Levis, DJ Moore, Micah Parsons for the Cowboys out of 125, 16 out of 125, and a Braden Fisk for the Rams out of 199. Okay. Najee, Travis Etienne, Amon-Ra St. Brown, filler. Behind the filler is a Contours for the Green Bay Packers, Marshawn Lloyd, and a Blake Corum for the Rams. Rams starting to show up a little bit. Old Marshawn. You never know about skill players on the Packers. They can be irrelevant and then not be irrelevant real quick. It's always been the case. Matt Stafford, Harrison Butker, RPA. Ooh, out of 49, it's low numbered too. It might be the patch, but I think it's the RPA. Ooh, look at that patch. Nice. For the Rams, Blake Corum going to Hunter. Look at that patch. Holla. Doc, I do, but for really only for one reason, to be honest, is that last year a lot of them were very, very off-center. Some of them, it happens to some of them this year, but not as much as last year. Not even close. Patrick Queen for the Steelers out of 399, and a Silver Wave Caleb Williams for the Bears. How's that, brother? That ain't bad. Holla. Raheem Mostert, Trey McBride, Chris Olave, another Dallas Turner on the base rookie rising, and Dijon Edwards for the Steelers out of 249. And it's hard. It's not necessarily easy to hit the contoured numbered cards. They're far and few in between. It is Quay Walker, TJ Watt, Debo Samuel, DeAndre Hopkins for the Chiefs out of 399, and a Tyler Nubin. We should still have a patch in this box, and we still got Resurgence to open up there as well. Tyreek Stevenson, Saquon Barkley, Joey Bosa on the silver for the Chargers. Filler on the contours. It is Marshawn Lloyd again, but this time on the Silver Wave, and Joe Alt. Marshawn's making an appearance this morning, Kristen. He wanted to show up. Detroit's being quiet, but you already know. If you're a Detroit fan, you already know. It's not easy to hit. It's not easy to get them in 2024. I've gotten them enough to know. Xavier McKinney, Kirk Cousins, out of 199. Look at this. What is this? Tri-patch, Dalton Hilliard, Ricky Williams, and Alvin Kamara for the Saints. That's different. That's going to Gabby. Nice hit, Gabby. And again, it is numbered to 199. 14 out of 199 tri-patch. Not bad. Deron Bland for the Cowboys was behind that. And what's Deron out of? 99. And Jonah Ellis for the Broncos is out of 299. It is different. We'll take it. A little Deron Bland action for the Cowboys. We've got Nick Bosa, Travis Kelce. Oh, we got a case hit. It's not a color blast, but it's a case hit. Braylon Trice for the Falcons. On the contours, Lambjack for the Ravens. We'll take that. Who got the Ravens this morning? Tat. We'll take that. And good luck, everybody. For the Bills, Keon Coleman, Gridiron Crowns. That's nasty, Cam. Sweet card, dude. I think that's a 55 point, I think. Yep, it is. Nice hit. Keon Coleman, Gridiron Crowns, and his stock is going up, up, up. Congrats, Cam. It's a nice hit. We wanted the color blast, but we'll take that. We'll take it. Max Crosby, Russell Douglas, Ed Oliver. We got a Jag here. Foye Olakun on the Silver Wave, and Mason Smith for the Jags. Back-to-back Jags. You heard me. All right, Phoenix. One pack of Phoenix left, and then Resurgence is what we'll have left. It's a nice hit, Doc. It's a nice... his stock is way up. Way up. Josh Allen has a little bit to do with that. Tua, your guy's stock's way up. Neighbors. Well, not as up as his, but it's doing all right. Bijan, Filler for the Pats, Javon Baker on the rookie rising, and a Malachi Corley out of 399 for the Jets. Hadn't really seen any Jets up to that point. It's a good box. All right. Speak now or forever hold your peace, because it comes down to the resurgence. It comes down to the resurgence. And again, tonight's break is pinned at the bottom. That is for tonight when I get on this evening. I'll make a video after we're done here. But it ain't a break that's playing no games. It's Spectra, okay? We'll get our resurgence in this morning, and then we'll do Spectra tonight. Any legend auto will do. Ooh, that's a decent sized RPA. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Empty box. All right. Now, like I said, if it ends up not being your best break, especially if this is more to the new people, everybody else that breaks with me already knows that I will take care of you. I think that might be moderately why you stick around. Also, we have a pretty good time. But yeah, don't stress it. And hopefully this is a good box. That Phoenix was a good box. So let's just see. Jason Witten, Anthony Richardson, John Elway, Roger Staubach for the auto right off the bat. Jordan Morgan for the pack out of 99. Jaden on the conductors, Aeneas Smith and Byron Murphy. That's a good start for the RPA. People that have upper tier teams. That's a good start for the RPA. Auto in the first pack. Well, you know, Kristen came in, she got the Packers, and she said, I want to hit all the Packers I can. She's not hitting any Lions, though. She got a few Vikings, but Emmitt Smith, Jim Kelly, Jonathan Ogden, Jason Taylor, Refractor Chop Robinson for the Dolphins, Refractor Will Shipley for the Eagles, Tavondre Sweat and Jerzon Newton. Well, we haven't seen the other auto yet, Mayberry, so let's see. Let's see what that is, because if it's like low numbered or something and it's a legend, it might not go that way. Plus, Morgan was numbered. He's out of 99. Archie Manning, Bo Jackson, Joe Green, Walter Payton, Refractor Brian Dawkins for the Eagles. Okay, we'll take that, Cam. Steve Young for the Niners, Jalen Polk, and Adonai Mitchell. And you guys, we've opened so many Resurgence now, it's obscene. This one started out a little different. There is a small, I didn't see anything upside down yet, but there is a small chance there might be a case hit in this. Isaac Bruce, Hines Ward, Will Levis, Doug Flutie. It's numbered. For the Jags out of 50, Mason Smith on the gold. Anthony Richardson, Voltaic, Xavier Legette, and Devontae Walker for the Ravens. Tat, it was, hang on. Well, it was the case hit. Blake Corum was the RPA, and then the other one, it was Tyler Nubin out of 49. So the RPA was out of 49, Nubin was out of 49, and then the case hit Keon Coleman. And then our patch was a try patch, Saints Legends and Alvin Kamara is what it be. I wish. If that was the case, then we would just pull downtowns all the time. Like every time I put a box out there, there'd be a downtown. Mike Singletary, Troy Aikman, J.J. Watt, and Dan Marino. Drew Brees. A numbered Troy Aikman for the Cowboys out of 249, going to Hunter. Latu and Brendan Rice. Yes, we don't... See, Doc's on my side. He's like, I don't need any more Theos. Brian Dawkins, Frank Gore, Fred Taylor, Jamal Charles. For the Panthers, Jonathan Brooks on the refractor. Base circuit breakers, Will Shipley. Spencer Rattler. Oh, Doc, you did it. Doc, you dirty dog. You dirty, dirty dog. You did it. Theo Johnson. Just had to, all you have to do is whisper his name. He's like Candyman. He's like Beetlejuice. All right, now the hefty side. Strahan, McNabb, Polamalu, Doug Williams, Marvin Harrison Jr. on the refractor. That's not bad. I'll take that. Brock Bowers Voltaic, Troy Franklin, and Tyler Guyton. Good morning, dog. What's up, Lion Hunter? Good to see you, brother. Stick around. We're about to see two autos and, well, one auto and an RPA here in a second. Bob Greasy, Josh Cribbs. Oh, there's the upside down card. Come on. Richard Dent, Richard Sherman for the Seahawks. Drew Brees on the refractor for the Saints. Saints are eating a little bit, Gabby. Xavier Worthy out of 275 we take on the Voltaic. Isaac and Trice. Come on, we got 4 packs left. We can totally get 2 autos and a case hit. Come on. Come on now. You can do it. I see people. I feel like I need to keep saying that break in the shop is for tonight. It says it on it in the description, but I just want people to know. John Riggins. Look at this. What's going on here? I've never seen this. Drew Bledsoe, Sterling Sharp, Champ Bailey. How about a Jaden out of 199 while we're at it? Yep, we take number Jaden Skittle. Not bad. Luke McCaffrey on the Circuit Breakers, Malik Washington, University of Virginia, and Fuaga for the Saints. Kind of a color match, too. Is that what it was? The system broke down when they were making the cards because they had to input a out of 199 Jaden in there. We're going to do the switcheroo because there's I'm pretty sure that probably has an auto in it. Ray Lewis, Boomer Esiason, Joe Thomas, Jim McMahon. For the G-Men, Michael Strahan out of 199. There you go, Doc. Anthony Richardson on the refractor. Latham and Kitchens for the Rams. All right, here we go. The finale. This auto will tell us probably a little bit about this RPA. Because the first one we hit was out of 99. It was a lineman for the Packers. Brett Favre, Ozzie Newsome, Bryce Young. We've got a refractor, Dan Marino. We take that. For the Jets, Fashanu. Okay, so if you have a good team, get ready. Bo Nix on the conductors, Peyton Wilson and Jalen McMillan. If you've gotten one of those upper tiers, I think it applies to everybody. So the good wide receivers, the good quarterbacks, all of that stuff from this year. It could be your turn. It could be your turn right here. Because we got 2 lineman autos. Good luck, everybody. Again, most of y'all leave when I do the recap. Thank you for hopping in this morning. I'll be back on again around 6 o'clock tonight. Maybe a little bit earlier than that. I haven't decided yet. But thank you for hopping in and getting in this morning. We'll do a break tonight that's a little bit more heftier. It's a little bit harder to get into, but it's a real break. It's pinned at the bottom. Spectre don't play no games, and I put a Topps Cosmic with it. So let's just see what kind of mischief we can get into tonight. Okay. And now for the RPA. Looking kind of extra chonky, maybe. Andre Reed, C.J. Stroud, Torrey Holt. Pulling from the back. Marshawn Lloyd, Jaden Hicks, John Elway for the Broncos. Good luck, everybody. It does look like it's vertical. And for the Raiders, Brock Bowers out of 75. Look at those patches. 218. Like I said, it could have been anybody. It could have been the QBs. It was going to be somebody that mattered, though. That top loader's no good. Get that out my face. He's chonky. He is chonky. He's chonky. Cam, did you see your key on there? I didn't know if you were in here for that. New Primo Breakers, thank you for hopping in this morning. I'm not usually on the mornings and during the week. Appreciate you taking the time with me. I'm on a lot, though, so keep your eye out for me. I might just have a little deed up there for you very, very soon. Also, if you didn't do all that well, don't stress, okay? I got your back, more so than many. And you'll see what I mean when you get your package. All this stuff, the break that we did this morning and what we do tonight will all go out tomorrow. So just so you know, and then everything we do on Friday and the weekends goes out on Monday. But I got a recap to do. Okay. That is tonight's break pinned at the bottom, you guys. Good morning, Justin. Rippin' Robinson, what's up, dog? Randy Moss, Ray Davis, Fred Warner, Roger Staubach, Michael Penix, Drake May and Xavier Worthy, Roma Dunzi, Jaden Daniels, Roma Dunzi, Bo Nix, Mason Smith out of 50 for the Jags, Jordan Morgan auto for the Pack out of 99, Lamb Jack, Joey Bosa, Blake Corum, Bucky Irving, Bo Nix, Xavier Worthy. Morning, bro. Good to see you. I hope you're having a good, it's probably fairly early. I hope your morning's good. Micah Parsons, that's out of 125. AJ Barner is out of 499. And I just got on this morning maybe to find some new people. And we did get some new people. Skittles and Kristen and Tat's been in my break before, I think. But Trevor, we did get some new people. So we got some new Primo Breakers. Be nice to them, okay? Brock Bowers, Joe Milton, Keon Coleman, Malik Neighbors, Eric Dickerson, and Joe Milton Patch. Brock Bowers, Dalton Kincaid, Chop Robinson, Bucky Irving and Brock Bowers, Spencer Rattler, Troy Aikman out of 249. Let's see here, Xavier Ligeti. And good news is that I'm a Lions fan, so I got your back. Brian Dawkins, Jaden Daniels. I got a couple of Lions cards. Tyler Nubin out of 49. Jordan Love, Adonai Mitchell on the patch. Dan Marino, Bo Nix, Michael Strahan out of 199, Drew Brees, Fashanu on the auto for the Jets, Marvin Harrison Jr. on the refractor. Thank you, Justin. I think I does all right. Dalton Hilliard, Ricky Williams, and Alvin Kamara tri-patch out of 199, Blake Corum RPA out of 49, 14 out of 49, Xavier Worthy out of 275, Caleb Williams Silver Wave, Jaden Daniels out of 199. Brock Bowers RPA out of 75, 39 out of 75. Excellent patches. And the Gridiron Crowns case hit Keon Coleman for the Bills going to Cam. That was a pretty good break. It's a pretty good break. There's always somebody that misses, but I'll take care of you no matter what. Hopefully I see some of you tonight. Again, that break is pinned at the bottom. It's the one we did a couple of days ago, and it was a very, very good break. Rippin', it was 218. I don't know if he's in here right now, but he also knows that the replays go up and all that stuff. But yeah, thanks, Doc. Rippin'. Hopefully I see some of you tonight. Justin, I'll be on probably around the same time. I might be on a little bit earlier, but you guys know when I'll be on. And then I'll make a video for that break here shortly so everybody knows what's happening. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your morning / afternoon, and I'll see some of you tonight, I imagine. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now.